Good afternoon. Deep Evil novel, climate change novel, author and solo acting Ahmed Gaber Abdelhanid, episode 39. On a high building raise, Gary took the lift. He pressed on the button of floor 36. When he arrived at that floor, he found the big entrance of the famous stockbroker company. He asked the reception secretary for Mrs. Elena, as he has an appointment with her. Mrs. Elena came out to lead him to her office. After the two took them seats, she said, "How can I help you, Mr. Gary? I'm here to offer your son Dan full scholarship for PhD degree and supervisor for researcher team post and a very high salary in a university in Spain." Gary said, "My son didn't live with me once he entered the university since 10 years ago," Mrs. Elena said. "Doesn't matter. This is internal issue inside your family," Gary said. "I mean, I do not know anything about him," Mrs. Elena said. "But sure you are keen to make him catch this opportunity," Gary said. "Actually, Dan friends said in the court that he sell an important research for our country enemy. From that time, I skip that I have a son called Dan. Please, I have a lot work to do." Gary took a short way to avoid any obstacles. He took his manager permission to open an investigation about the stolen research. Then he directly presented the case in the court. But he didn't claim the unknown agency. In this case, he claimed Dan and Peter, the two American researchers who made the research. Once the court accepted the case and the claimed person, then the court accept the lawyer who is belongs to Gary to investigate both of the researchers without linking the two cases, which mean the old case claim representative will not attend the investigation. At one from the elegant restaurant in Miami, Gary and Michael met on the dinner. They tried to make them plans integrated and without contradictions. It was very smart that you claimed Dan and Peter, as if my case in UK success to prove that the agency steal the research from Cambridge, that mean also they steal it from Harvard. But now you will talk with Dan and Peter without resistance, Michael said. I expecting the interfering from the section in my agency which put Peter and Dan in the prison, Gary said. But they will not fight you direct. You didn't link between the two cases. Also, you didn't ask them about any data. And you claimed Peter and Dan, which if you success, that mean them are saved your country from deal dangerous, Michael said. but the indirect interfere is unseen move. So we have to move quicker than them, Gary said. We have identical case, which mean any evidence you will explore, I can use it in, and the reverse is the code. You explore the evidences which your enemy do not care about it. Also, I will explore the evidence which my enemies doesn't care. Then my evidences will help you and your evidences will help me, Michael said. But anyway, they will try to stop me for sitting with Dan and Peter, Gary said. How do you think what they made to make Dan and Peter acknowledged they are spy? Michael said. One way out of two. Maybe they told them that they are innocent and they will release very soon. Then they asked them to sign the empty papers. And they told them to say in the court, yes, we are guilty, by psychic method of convincing. Or the second way, by painful pressure, as the old intelligence school, Gary said. Then you push them to sign an empty paper again, as you appear in them life because they are innocent. Then you will know if they faced the same game before or not. Also, your enemy will be comfort that you try to make them a spy. Michael said, then we can change the game totally. Gary said. Michael shook his head as he agreed. Thank you. See you next episode.